Oh, we're still working with the figure. And a figure can be a diagram or pictorial illustration of textual matter. Today we're going to be making a 4-inch cone with diagonal lines colored blue and orange on its surface. We're still working with refining and completing artistic works. Our enduring understanding is artists and designers develop excellence through practice and constructive critique to reflect on, revise, and refine work over time. Process component: reflect, refine, and revise. Performance standards: reflect on, re-engage, revise, and refine works of art or design, considering relevant traditional and contemporary criteria as well as personal artistic vision. So, we're working with Sol LeWitt, so you've got all his background here already, and of course you're reading that and digesting that. And we have a warm-up questions. One warm-up question: what does pi 3.14 ... represent? Okay, we're going to talk about that. So we're still working with Sol LeWitt, and we have his instructions, which I've modified for our purposes. Now, we are going to make a cone. So in order to understand how to make a cone, you have this link here. And so you need to go to this first so you will understand what we're doing. And I suggest you do this. I will demonstrate in the video, but it's important that you look at this, okay? So you click on this, open your link, okay, and how to make a cone. There you go. And essentially, this is how you can make a cone of a specific size. And essentially, you draw a profile of the cone you want to make. And of course, this one, you will follow the dimensions that are given to you. Here you have your cone. Now, you have this is A, B, and I would call this D. I call it D, yes. A, B, and D. And then the cone is going to be 3 inches wide here to 4 inches here, but it goes up higher. I believe it goes up to about 6 inches. You do a dot, dot, dot here, or dash, dash. Now, you can use a compass. Now, I made a compass out of a piece of paper, and you can watch me do that in the video. And just like we made the arcs for the hexagon in the previous exercise, you're doing the same thing. So you draw the arc out, and then you measure A and B. That'll be 3 inches, and then you have your arc. You go pi times AB, so it'll be 3.14 times AB, which is 3, right? Pi times that, and then you measure out a piece of material. You can use string if you want, or you can use a ruler, however you want to do it. I'll show you how to do it in the video. And then you find the end point right over here. Okay, where is that point? And then you're going to draw a straight line from here to here. You'll see it. There you go. Drawing the straight line off of that. And now you make another arc off of here to here. And of course, you use your paper compass to do that as well. And now you have this arc. And that is going to be your cone template, right? Now you cut it out. And here you have this. Now you're going to cut this out as well, this arc as well. Cut that out. And now you have your cone shape, and get some tape and tape it together. There you go. And you can watch that in the video. Let's go back to our assignment. There we go. Okay, so you're using your 9x12 white paper. You're going to create a 3-inch by 4-inch tall open-ended cone by following the instructions in the Instructables How to Make a Cone and by watching the video tutorial. Once you cut out your cone shape, draw diagonal lines on its surface starting at the upper left corner of the cone and connecting with the lower right-hand corner of the cone. These should be 1/8 of an inch apart from each other. Then Color in blue and orange alternating lines on the paper using colored pencil. If you don't have colored pencils, then use a light wash of paint. See the example and the video. Tape your ends of your shape together and take 2 photographs of it, one on the seam and the other the opposite side. This is what your template will look like. These are the dimensions here, and this is your lines already drawn on there, just one side of it. And this is what it will look like when it is completed. Okay, and watch the video. Save your file as your period number, last name, first name, SL5, and you're going to have 2 photographs. Should be submitted as a PDF file made using Google Slides. And as we look over here, make this a little smaller. Okay, your rubric states how well directions are followed. You get a 4. You want an A. Every direction is followed to the fullest extent. Neatness. Completed artwork is exceptionally neat. If your work is not neat, it's not going to get a 4. It's not happening. Okay? Make it look good. Work habits. Work the whole period. Get this darn thing done. And expectations. Student has exceeded expectations of his or her ability level. So I want you to get better. Okay? Very important. So here you have a 4-inch tall cone that is going to be flat on top. Okay, when you draw, you need to have the space to get to the top. Okay, so your cone actually 6 inches is the actual height of a cone. And you're going to have to draw out to this apex. All right, so. But this is a 4 inches to here, and that's how big your cone is going to be. All right, and 3 inches wide. Now, in order to draw a cone to get the exact dimension, you need to make a compass. You need to have a compass. This is a paper compass. I've taken a piece of paper and I've folded it up. Okay, folded it up, and then I put it on D. That's B. And I put it on the edge here, and I have drawn a line here and here. And then I've come in about 1/4 inch. I sharpened my pencil. Sharpen your pencil like this so it's nice and sharp. You got a sharp tip on there, and if it's not sharp, make sure it's sharp. Okay. Then I came in 1/4 inch here, and I poked a hole here. And I poked a hole here. Okay, there you go. Then I take my compass and I put it over here. I have this tool. This is good. Use a pin, use a screw, whatever you got. And you put this onto the apex of D. Then you put your pencil through here and you draw your arc out over here and you get your arc. Now you have your arc. Now let's finish this. Now, the next thing is to measure AB. A between B is 3 inches. I already figured that out. It's 3 inches. So I know that is 3 inches. Okay, so I figured out that 9.42, the fractional equivalent is slightly less than 9 7/16. And since our ruler is not super exact. We have 1/16, 2/16, 3/16, 4/16, 5/16, 6/16, 7/16. I'm going to go with 7/16 approximately. Okay, and I'm going to measure that. The next step is to measure your arc. So I have this device here. I'm going to measure 9.42 inches. Okay, 9.42. Well, what is 9.42 inches in a decimal or a fraction? Let's find that. So I'm going to measure here 9 and 7/16 here. as I roll this around here, okay, 8, 9, and we come up to right here, right? And an arc would come like that. Okay, so there I have my arc. Okay, now I'm going to draw a line from my mark here to D. Now you want to get your arc here, so you go from D here to the top of the cone. I make a mark here. Now I'm going to poke a hole. There you go. Take your tool here, take your thing, put this through, put it on the apex of there, arrange it perfectly as possible. I'm doing that. Make sure it's where I want it. And now I'm drawing my arc over here. There you go. Now I'm going to cut this out. I want you to, when you do this, to have radiating lines. You come from the bottom here, bottom corner, to here, and then you're going to run a line across like this on a diagonal. Okay, and you are going to space them about 1/8 of an inch apart. Okay, and you're going to, so I'm doing this so that you can actually see what the final product would look like. Take some tape. I'm using Scotch tape, and put it over here like this on your thing at the top. And if it's not long enough, get another little piece, put it on there. Use masking tape, whatever kind of tape you got. Okay, I'm going to take this, I'm going to fold it around. Okay, and line it up. There, there. Oh, bad. It's all lined up. Nice. Oh, and that's a little weird over here. Oh my goodness, look at that. It's slightly off. So I'm going to take my scissor, and I'm going to cut a little bit over here to make it perfect. There. Okay, there you go. Okay, so now you have your cone.